Okay guys, hope you guys be fine. I'm doing well. This is our third class, or we can say this is our third videos for you guys. And yeah, so hope you guys have studied the part 1, which I've already uploaded, and here is the part 2 of the videos. So yeah guys, let's get started. So the part 2, which we are going to study, the topics which we are going to cover is networking terminologies part 2. Part 1 already I have covered. In part 2, what we are going to study? We are going to study about the client and server, wired network, and we can say wireless network. Wired network and network wireless, or we can say wireless network, you can say that. What is virus, worms, or trojans? What is antivirus? What do you mean by sender and receiver? Network and host. How to measure the amount of data? And IP address. The last one is MAC address. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss or cover by today in this third videos. So yeah guys, let's get started. So now, the topics which now I'm going to cover is about this one. What do you mean by client and server? What do you mean by client and server? So what is client? Client is a computer. And what is a server? Server is also a computer. So client is a computer and server is also a computer. So what is client? Client is a computer which is using asking for requests and information. Client, what? It's going to ask for requests or information. And server, it's going to give response and information for the clients. So clients mostly it is a simple computer with simple hardware configuration. But server, it is a computer with very high, we can say, hardware specification. For example, it has a lot of, we can say, storage, memory, CPU is good, like this. So now you can say that one, these are the clients. This is a client, this is a client, this is a client. If this client want to go for any websites, first it's going to send a request for the server. Then server find that one and it's going to respond back for the client. Or this client, suppose it want to access, so we can say Google. First it sends a request, then server reply for that. Remember, all this stuff is working at the back side. You cannot see this one. You cannot see this one. Or this one. Send a request and get a reply. So simple guys, client and server both are computers. Client asks for requests and information from the server, and server provide information and response for the client. And simple client, we can say a simple computer which has a, we can say, a normal configuration of hardware. And server, we can say in here they pick the computers as server, which is very, we can say, intelligent, and it has a lot of storage memory, and we can say very fast and nice. So this is about the client and server. So yeah, let's move to the next. The next which we are going to discuss is about this one, about wireless network and wired network. So two things, wired network and wireless network. So from the term, you know, wired means any network which connect via cable. So now you can say this is our wireless access point. And this computer is connecting via a cable. This computer is also connected via a cable. So this is called what? This is called wired network. Wired network, because these are connecting via computer. And now you can see this device, this device, this device. They are connecting via what? Via wireless. Via wireless to this one. So this is called wireless network. Wireless network. So mostly wired network, it connects via cable. Wireless network, it connects via waves. Wired network, it is more secure, and wireless network, it is less secure. Wired network, it has less usage. Now you can see very less places people are used, we can say wired network, because it's not that much comfortable. I mean, when you go, you have to carry all the times the wire. But now most of the people use wireless network because it is very comfortable. It's very comfortable. You do not need to carry all those cable and stuffs like this. So simple, guys. We studied about the wired network and wireless network. Wired network, the network which they need wire, which they are connecting via wire, and wireless network means they connect via waves, via wireless. So yeah, let's move to the next. The next which we are going to discuss is about what is virus. What is, I am sure you guys have heard a lot about this one, about virus, worms, or trojans. Virus, worms, and trojans. So these are all, we can say, bad programs or bad softwares. Bad softwares, all these three. These are what is virus, worms, and trojans? These are programs, or they're softwares. So the aim of these programs is to destroy our network, to destroy our computers, to destroy our files, to reveal our files, to reveal our secrets, our passwords, our bank account details. So we can say we can say taken out our file, our information about our bank details, everything they know. So, and mostly these types of programs, they are made by the bad guys, by the people which we can say they're stupid because they love to destroy some other people's, we can say, proprietary, or they're going to steal something like this. So these programs are made by the bad people. So this virus worms, they are going to come to your network via emails, via computers, via pen drive, or some things. Or suppose this is your computers and you are sitting here. So suddenly you will get a, we can say, an email, and you do not know, and things, you just click on this. When you click on this, the virus is entering in all your computers, and we can say on that time it is going to start damaging your computers like this. So there are a lot of types of the, we can say, viruses. These are all types of viruses. So yeah, guys, so let's we can say go to the conclusion. Virus, worms, trojans, these are all types of, they're all programs or softwares. The main goal of these programs are, we can say, to destroy the network or computer files, to reveal our files secret or about our bank details. They are all made by, we can say, bad people like this, and they can attack to you via emails, via computers, via some pen drives like this. And there are a lot of types of virus, worms, and trojans. So yeah, let's move to the next. What we have, the next thing is we have the antivirus. So what is antivirus? So simple, guys. Antivirus is also, we can say, a programs or softwares. It's going to save, we can say, our files. It's going to save our files, computers, and it is for our important data. This types of program, it fight against the virus, against the worms, against the harmful software. So look, we have virus, we have virus. Then antivirus is opposite this. So antivirus is good, which virus is bad. Which virus is bad? This is negative and this is positive. This antivirus, it's going to save our network. It is good for us. It's going to protect our computers and network. There are a lot of, we can say, antivirus like AVG, McAfee, Norton, Kaspersky, and like this. So simple, guys, antivirus, these programs or these softwares, they are made by the good people. They are, we can say, the main idea of this one, that's protect our network, protect, we can say, our data or our computers. They are going to fight against the bad people, against the bad programs. So yeah, so let's move to the next. What do we have? So the next which we are going to talk is about what? The next which we're going to talk about, what do you mean by sender and receiver? So simple guys, when you in the field of network, I'm sure you're going to hear a lot about sender and receiver. Sender and receiver, they're about devices. It can be computers, cell phones, routers, and switches. So who is the sender? It means they are talking about the computers or about the cell phone, about the router and switch. So sender and receiver, the main idea of the sender and receiver is about these types of devices. Sender means the device that can send the data. Receiver, the device can receive the data. So now you can say this is one computer. This is, we call it sender. This is another computer. This is called receiver. This is going to send the data for this. This is called sender and receiver. And sometimes it's also called source and destination. Source and destination. So simple guys, sender and receiver, there are computers or cell phones or router switches. Sender means we can say the device which is going to send the data, and receiver, the device which is going to receive the data. And sometimes source is also called, we can say sender is also called source and receiver is also called destination. So yeah, let's move to the next. What do we have? So the next which we are going to have is about what? It's about network and host. What do you mean by the network address and host address? Network is, when you guys heard about the network, it is the address of the whole building. Example, now you can see this is a building. This is a building. So suppose this building number is 5. And we can say now each room has their own number. For example, building number 5, room number 1. Building number 5, room number 2, building number 5, room 3. So now you can see 5 is there in each of them. It means this is belong to 5. And host, it's like a specific room building. So now you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the specific room in the building. So this whole building is 5. Now we can say that is now each of this room, it is called host which belong to this network. So now you can see that one, this switch has this network, this switch has this network. So now in here what happened? So 4 minutes. So now in here what happened? So now this network is 192.168.1.0. So now you can say 192.168.1, same. So now this is the building. Now you can say each of them has different number. So now total, this is called host network, host number. So simple guys, network means we can say the full, this one, and host is that specific, So yeah, let's move to the next. What we have? So the next which we are going to have is about this one. How to measure the amount of data. How to measure the amount of data. So guys, remember, in real world, suppose if you want to measure the distance, we have the measurement unit like meter, kilometer, inch, foot, like this. Or if you want to measure the weight, like we have the gram, kilogram, pound, like this. But now if we want to measure the amount of data in computers, we also have some measurement units like bit, byte, we can say kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, like this. So these are called what? Measurement units. So now you can say that one, your Word file, your videos, your song, your movies, your software, they all have a size. How much size it have? For example, you have a Word file. You have a Word file. For example, it has 180, we can say 80 MB. Or you have a movies, maybe it has 3 GB. You have a song, maybe it is 200 Mbps. So now you can say each of them has a size. Each of them has a size. So now your data can be measured in the bit, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, like this. So this is how we are going to measure the amount of data. Suppose if you have a video, this video has 2 GB. 2 GB. Now what? 2 GB is what? It is the measurements. It is the measurement. It shows the amount, the size, how much the size of this video is. This is how we are going to measure the data. So now let's go to the next what we have. The next which I'm going to talk is about, we can say, IP address. And here it's a brief discussion because we have a lot of videos talking about the IP address in future. So IP address, so it is a set of numbers like your cell phone numbers. The aim is establish communication between the networking devices. So now you guys have, suppose if you want to call for your friends, suppose this is you and this is your friends. If you want to call, you're going to, suppose this is your number, your cell phone, you're going to enter his number and he's going to pick the call. So you're entering the number. So that number is like an IP address. IP address is like that number. So now, in the world of computers, if the computers know the IP address, they're going to communicate. They're going to communicate. Suppose this computer, this is the IP address, and this is this IP address. You're going to communicate by help of this IP address to each other. So now you understand the main goal of IP address is to establish communication between the networking devices. So remember, anytime when you heard about the IP address, you should remember your cell phone number. It means if you have someone's cell phone number, you can connect, else you do not. In the world of computers, networking also, if they know about that, we can say IP address, they can communicate, else they do not. So now let's move to the next one we have. So the next we have the MAC address. So guys, do not be confused between IP address and MAC address. So what is MAC address? MAC address, it is a set of code which is made up of numbers and alphabets. It means it has both alphabets and numbers. So now you can say C5. C is alphabet, 5 is a number. E8, E is an alphabet, it is a number. So it means it is made up of two things. It is made up of numbers plus alphabets. This code is unique for every device. It means every device has a unique MAC address. So now you can see this computer. It has a unique MAC address. And this computer, it has a unique MAC address. So now you can see all the networking devices which you can see that one. Suppose router, switch, firewall, everything. They have a separate unique MAC address. You cannot see, we can say anyone that they have different MAC address. That they have, same MAC address. So now you can see in the world, suppose we have million of computers we have. A lot of computers we have. Remember, all these computers have what? Unique MAC address. Unique MAC address. So you cannot see that two computers has same MAC address. No. So this is, we can say. So now what is the aim of this MAC address? It has a lot of important roles in the networking. The aim is, we can say, it shows the uniqueness of your devices. So yeah guys, so now let's move to the next what we have. So yeah guys, it is everything is covered. Let's go to the conclusion. What we have talked about those we have spoke about client and server, which both are computers. wired network and wireless network. Wired network, a network which connected with your wire. Wireless network with waves. Worst word Trojan, it is a negative, a bad programs or softwares. Antivirus, it is a positive, it is a good programs or good software. It is going to save us. Sender and receiver, it's also called source and destination, someone who sent the data and received the data. Network means the address, the common address. Host is the specific address. How to measure the amount of data, like bit, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, like this. IP address is like your cell phone number. And MAC address, we can say it is a unique code for your device. It is a unique code for your device. So yeah guys, I'm going to end up our class here. So till next videos, all the best, take care. If you guys have any doubt, any suggestion, please kindly reply us to, we can say, to our email, or we can say send your question down to our emails or our Facebook group. So till next videos, all the best, take care, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much guys.